Now that we have known the examination format for paper 1, paper 2, and paper 3, I'm now going to take you through paper 2, the application part. And we shall begin by looking at what we call preparation of business documents as one of the topics of paper 2, the first topic of paper 2, and shall see how these documents are designed, are prepared. So we are having preparation of business documents. That is paper 2. Preparation of business documents, but basically we shall begin by looking at what we call the source documents. What is a document? A document is an acknowledgement of something. Yes, you may not meet this in an examination that define a document, but I want you to understand at least what a document means. So when you write a document, it means you are acknowledging, you are creating a proof that something has taken place. And when you talk of a source document, we mean a document that provides a required information It is a source. Where do you want to get information? If you want to know that you are demanding someone, which document will you visit? If you want to know that you are being demanded, which document will you visit? That's why it is a source document is a document that provides a required information. There are very many source documents. We have some of them as receipts. We have the letter of inquiry. We have a letter of quotation. We have an order note. We have an invoice. We have a payment voucher. We have a credit note. We have a debit note. We have a delivery note. We have a package sheet. We have a statement of account. etc. We have got very many source documents. But for us in business, we want to see how we prepare these documents, how we design these documents, of what importance are they. If we talk about a receipt, what is a receipt? What is its importance? If we talk about a letter of inquiry, what is it? Of what importance is this document in business or to a business? If we talk about a quotation, what is it? Of what importance is this document? And others. But what is important here as far as passing senior 6 is concerned is that we look at the preparation of these documents, we look at the designing of these documents. Now, we are going to start with our first document. That is a receipt. And we see how this receipt is prepared, at the same time how this receipt is designed. Our first document, without wasting time, is what we call a receipt. What is a receipt? A receipt is a document that shows or acknowledges, that shows the payment, the receipt. Let's begin with the receipt or receiving. This one, receipt comes with receive, or payment of cash. We are looking at a receipt. It shows the receipt or payment of cash. When did we receive cash? We receive cash when the business has sold or exchanged a good or service for money. So this one implies that the business exchanged the good by selling the good. The business exchanged the service by selling the service. Therefore, when When you sell a good, you receive money. When you sell a service, you receive money. And when you receive money, when money is received, comma, a receipt is issued out. When money is received, a receipt is issued out. And before this, sorry. When we look at this, because we say, when do we receive cash? When the business has sold or exchanged a good or service for money. When does this one happen? When a commodity has been sold or when a service has been exchanged. And when money is received, a receipt is issued. Now, another question is posed. When do we spend money? When does the business spend money or cash? The answer is when the business buys a good or service. When the business clears or pays a debt. That is when the business spends money. And therefore, when money is spent, a receipt is received. When you spend the money, you have paid the money. You receive a receipt from the supplier acknowledging that your money has been received. Now, we have got now two parties involved. One, the seller. Two, the buyer. The seller receives money and issues out a receipt. The buyer spends money and receives a receipt. Hope you are together. So we have got two people. One that is receiving money and issuing out a receipt. Another one that is spending the money and receiving a receipt. You can't receive both. You can't receive a receipt and money at the same time. But it can happen at a time. So this one brings to us on the kinds of receipts. Kinds of receipts, not types. One becomes the original copy, another one becomes the carbon copy. The original copy and the carbon copy. After understanding that we've got the original copy and the carbon copy, what we shall mind about is that all business documents are prepared in a duplicate. All business documents are prepared in duplicates. Others even are prepared in triplicates. Why? That the original is issued out. The original is issued out, and the carbon copy or the duplicate remains in the document book. For this case, it is the receipt book. So when a buyer pays, to show to him that his money has been received, they write for him a receipt. They plaque of tear the original, and the original is given to the customer, who is a buyer, to prove to him that he has spent the money. Then the carbon copy remains in the receipt book to prove to the business that at one time T, money was received. But when I say that the buyer receives and the seller issues, we are looking at it in terms of the original copies. The duplicate remains, and the carbon copy, the duplicate remains, and the original copy is issued out. Now, we have got types of receipts. Receipt is categorized into two. One is the cash receipt. Another one is the cash sales receipt. These are the two types of receipts: cash receipt and cash sale receipt. A cash receipt A cash receipt acknowledges a cash receipt acknowledges the receipt acknowledges the receipt of money, of cash. In other words, it shows that cash has been received. And the cash is seen to have been received when the original copy is issued out. But remember, here you are receiving cash and you are giving out the original. Remember, you can also pay cash. So when you pay cash, you will not issue out the receipt. It will now be you to receive a receipt. So what shows that cash has been received, if at all you have been paid? It is the carbon copy that shows the receipt of cash. Yes. So when you issue out the original is taken by the person from whom you received the money, but you remain with the carbon. So when you are going through the books of accounts, it is the carbon copy that shows to that you received the money at a given time. So this is now a cash receipt that acknowledges the receipt of cash. Then I've got a cash sale receipt. A cash sale receipt. For this one is a document that shows the details and amounts of goods sold by the business within a given period of time. It shows the details and amounts of goods sold. That's why we call it a cash sale receipt. But remember also, when you sell those items, you receive cash. Someone may ask me, can't you buy goods, you receive a cash sale receipt, at the same time a cash receipt? It depends on how the business does its activities. It is okay, because a cash sale looks at what has been good sold and at how much, but the cash receipt proves that cash has been received. But what we want to see is the functionality of these items. This one is a document that shows the details and amounts of goods sold by the business. This one shows that cash has been received. These are the two types of receipts. These are the two types of receipts. And we are supposed to look at how we prepare them, how we design them. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we shall begin by looking at the preparation of one of them and even the designing of one of them.